Be sure to cook. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Be Sure to Cook. Today we're going to be making stuffed seafood shells, so stay tuned. Okay, I've rinsed off some spinach leaves. I'm using sea salt, and I'm going to wait for this to boil. Chop this thin. I like thin, not real thick, but thin slice. Cut a ring of onion. So I'm going to chop this up. Okay, these are the shells that I'm going to be cooking, and I'm going to drop these in my salted water. I'm just going to lay these into here and let them boil for a couple minutes to get these nice and lucified, not so hard. Just boil these for about 5 minutes. Okay, I got me some good bacon. I'm getting like maybe 3 slices of bacon. Add some bacon into my pan. Going non-stick. And I want it to actually get in here and sizzle, crispy, and looking just like that. Two tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of flour. So, butter and flour, and I'm going to cook this flour. I'm going to start adding in some milk. And I got a cup here, but I'm only adding in half of this cup. And I'm going to stir this around really, really good. Okay, I'm going to use about 1/4 teaspoon of some Mrs. Dash. Because you got to have some type of seasoning with this sauce. 1/4 teaspoon of paprika and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. My garlic powder. And then I'm going to add a little bit, 1/4 teaspoon of Old Bay. In there. And I'm cutting this down on a very low heat. Now here's kind of the cheese slices. You know, American cheese slices. You might want to add salt. Okay, about 2 tablespoons of, sorry, I'm stirring it, of Parmesan oregano. Just keep stirring it after you add all those ingredients there that I had. Just keep stirring it. Smells good. And let all those cheese just set in there. The cheese and all those seasonings we put in there. Just set in there and just marinate. Alright. That's gonna be good. Okay, I drained my oil out of my pan and I made my sauce. Now I'm heating back up my pan, adding in 2 tablespoons of the oil that we had. And it's just the oil from the bacon back into the pan, heating that up. Now we're going to be adding in our onions. Then we're going to be adding in a little bit of that celery. Well, it's not that much, so I'm adding in the rest of that, all that celery we dropped. I was going to add a little bit in, but I forgot I only did a salt. And we're going to cook these down. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper in there. And I'm cooking these down inside of all this goodness. Salt. Gives a little kick. A little kick. Okay. Then I'm going to be adding that fresh chopped spinach that I had. I'm going to add that in there. Just want to get these veggies just nice and a little tender. And we're going to be taking this out. Okay, as I put my mix in a bowl, And I'm setting this and letting this get cool. I've got some cream cheese. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to use half of this cream cheese. Okay, I cut half of this up. And I might have to use the whole one, but I'm going to be using other cheese. So I'm going to use half of this cream cheese. And I'm going to be adding about 3 tablespoons, of ricotta cheese. This is smooth as well. And mixing it up and getting it incorporated really good. Okay, it's going to be the mix. Okay, guys. Now you remember all that good stuff that I had? Okay, I'm going to put that right on in here. I'm going to mix that up in there with that. Yeah. For those bacon bits we had, I'm going to do half of those. Now, it's seafood, so I'm going to put this to the side and let's get our seafood together. Okay, I got some imitation crab. It's good to do it with fresh if you have time to pick it. I'm going to get about half of this bag, and this is flaky crab. Yeah. Just a tablespoon of oil altogether. And I'm putting it in my pan and I'm going to get this hot, let this melt, and then we're going to start frying our, there you go, shrimp. They're raw. Cook these medium shrimp right on with that good old bacon fat that I got in there. And I'm going to let these babies get nice. Okay, that mix that I put, I'm going to add that crab. There we go. That might be good. Okay, as I cut these shrimp up, I kind of cut them in half because they were too big. I want them to be in my shells. I'm going to add some of these shrimp. Spray my pan with non-stick spray. I don't want it to stick, guys. Alrighty. Then, that sauce that I had, remember I made that sauce, guys? I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in the bottom of my pan. Alright, because I don't want it to stick. That's some good sauce here. That's really good. So I don't want it to stick. I want all this to cover the bottom of my pan. The non-stick. So I'm going to be laying my shells in there. See? I'm going to use some more of that for the top. Alright, so I'm going to try to stuff these. Then I'm going to place some of the sauce that I had on the bottom on top of this, because I don't want these to burn at all. I want these to be in the sauce. Guess what? Everybody loves bacon. Topping for it. I took it out of the oven. It's been in the oven for 25 to about 30 minutes. I took it out. I'm sprinkling some Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese on top. And I want that to melt on top. Then I chopped up my tomatoes and I rinsed them off and rinsed off all the seeds. I'm going to add a couple of tomatoes on here on top, and I'm going to put this back in the oven for another 5 or 10 minutes. Get that to melt all down in there. Tomatoes in there. And I just did one like Roman tomato, and I chopped that up and rinsed that off really good, getting all those seeds out of there. Okay, so this is going to go back in the oven for another 10 minutes to get the cheese melted and get those tomatoes wilted on in there. Alright guys, another 15-20 minutes, and there it is. The tomatoes, the cheese sauce, the cheese on top of it, and it looks delicious. So let's let this cool down a little bit and then let's plate this sucker up. Okay guys, I plated it up and here it is. Stuffed seafood shells. There it is. It's hot, and when I try to get it out, it still was like too hot, and I put it on the plate, but hey, it's what it is, and it's good. So, hey, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Come back and join us. Make new dishes, and we'll do it together. Guess what? I didn't make this alone. You did. You and me. We made this together, and we can make other great dishes together. Hey, see you guys next time. Bye.